Hello and welcome to Captain Bartholomew Eagan, the bald eagle. Right there, he is a majestic and beautiful eagle, isn't he? Look at that. He's looking out there and saying, I am a captain. That's correct. Hey, this is an on your own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem on your own, and now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly. Without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. Captain Bartholomew Eagan, the bald eagle, is tired of scanning, swooping, and clutching his dinner. He is a seasoned veteran and feels that he should have the easy life. Captain Bartholomew has designed a fish trap so that he will no longer have to hunt. The fish trap will be made of metal mesh that allows the fish to swim in but not out. And then he can have a tasty meal. Yes, he can. He can't wait to use his trap, but he needs your help to discover how much metal mesh to buy. So, your job is to create a net like this one down here and solve for the surface area of Captain Bartholomew's fish trap. Right there, Captain Bartholomew's fish trap. That's what it looks like. So, we need to convert the measurements here into the measurements here on our net. And let's go ahead and do that right now. Alrighty, so the very first thing I want to do is take a look here, and I'm going to start here with the bottom edge. And as you see, I've got the side here, the top up here, and so this is my bottom edge, and it is 8.5 feet. And if you look here, I've got this side, and this is my bottom edge. So this side here is the inside of this side right here, right? So I know that if this is 8.5, that means this has to be 8.5. Actually, all of these have to be 8.5. Alrighty, so I went ahead and plugged in 8.5 here, here, and here. And these are all feet, but I'm going to just leave the numbers for right now. Now, the next thing I'm going to look at here is the side right here that is going up, and that is also 8.5. So that actually, if I look at this as my bottom here, then that side here is going to be both this side here and this side here, because this corner is going to come together with this corner. So these are also 8.5 and 8.5. Let's go ahead and plug those numbers in. I'm going to just write it right here and go 8.5 right there. And then this is going to be 8.5 as well. Superb, my friends. All right, so now let's continue on, and we should be able to solve a bunch more here. Let's look here, and if this is 8.5, that means this has to be 8.5, which means this also has to be 8.5. So let's go ahead and plug that number in. And I've got 8.5 right there. And then if this is 8.5, this is 8.5, that means this also has to be 8.5. And if this is 8.5, that means this has to be 8.5 as well. And let's go ahead and plug that in. So I'm going to make this bigger so I can write. And I've got 8.5 for right there. Perfect, okay? And now, if I look at this right here, now I've got this side here. I need to know this side. Well, as you can see right here, this side right here is the same as this side right here, because remember, this comes here and then around this corner, and that's here is the bottom, and around this corner is also 8.5, right? So I can go ahead and plug in 8.5 right there. So 8.5 right there, super. And now if this is 8.5, it means that all of these are going to be 8.5. So let's go ahead and just plug in those numbers. And I'm going to make a little more room here. So that means this would be 8.5 as well. And then this would also be 8.5. And then we've got this last one right here, which is also 8.5, right? Superb. All right, so now if this is the bottom here, actually let me make this a little over here. This is the bottom section right here, and if this is the top, it has to have the exact same dimensions because it's just right above it. So the bottom is underneath back here, and then you can't see the line, but it would go back like that. And then the top is right above it with the exact same measurements. So that means if this is 8.5, this is 8.5. If this is 8.5, this also is 8.5. And let's go ahead and just plug that in. And we'll just do 8.5. And bam, now we have all our lengths and width, length, width for all of these, okay? Now, I will also say that since this is actually a cube, which means that all the sides are the same, we really could have just plugged all these numbers in without even having to figure out where they belong. The only reason I wanted to show you step by step by showing over here and then over here and here and show you how to solve for what the angles would or what the measurements of each line would be is because we'll have other problems where these are different numbers. And the strategy I just used to show you how you would solve for the length of each side would, or each edge rather, would be used for any other problem that you might have. So let's go ahead and start to solve. And actually all I need to do is solve for the area of one of these, and then I can multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 because they're all exactly the same because it is a cube. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to enlarge this, and let's use this top as our section to do this. I'm going to do this in red, and I've got 8.5, and I'm going to multiply it by 8.5, which is really my base times my height. 5 times 5 is going to give me 25. Drop that 5, carry that 2. 5 times 8 is going to give me 40, plus this 2 will give me 42. Bam, love it. Drop a 0, put an X in it, because this 8 is not a tenth, it's a 1, right? And then 8 times 5 is going to give me 40. I'm going to drop the 0 and carry the 4 right there. And then 8 times 8 is 64, plus this 4 here will give me 68. I'll drop the 8 and the 6, and now I'm ready to add. And I'm going to get 5 and 2 and 12 and 7. Love it, my friends. Now I've got one loop-a-doop here, a second loop-a-doop there. So I go one loop-a-doop, two loop-a-doop, and my decimal goes right there. And that is the area. It is 72.25 feet squared. And that is for each and every one of these boxes, right? So 74, I can't even talk. 72.25 here, 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 and here. Perfect. So that means all I have to do now is take this 72.25 and multiply it by 6. And voila, my friends, I did the math right here. 72.25 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Drop your 0, carry your 3. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 3 is going to give you 15. Drop your 5, carry your 1. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Drop your 3, carry your 1. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 1 is 43. Drop the 43. And you get 430. Oh, you got one loop-a-doop, two loop-a-doop. Almost forgot that. One loop-a-doop, two loop-a-doop. Decimal goes there. And your grand total answer is 433.5 feet squared. And that is the amount of metal mesh that our good friend, Captain Bartholomew, is going to need to purchase for his fish trap. And right there, my friends, is your answer, 433.5 square feet. Da-da-da-da. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all, my friend. Pause that video, fix that mistake. That is your fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.